What's good, YouTube? Today I am back with another video. I think it's about that time to tell you guys how I did it. It wasn't easy, but we all know it takes real life dedication, real life commitment, real life purpose and reason to truly shift and change your life. Hold up. Just loud for no reason. Okay. So I really want to talk to you guys about quitting. Quitting that thing that keeps you going, that you think keeps you going. But really it's just a coping mechanism. Really it's just you in survival mode and you too scared to figure out how to get out of that. You too scared to feel safe. You too scared to feel protected, because when you feel safe, when you feel protected, your guard is down. You're not focusing on what could possibly happen. You're sitting, you're settled, you're cool, you're calm, you are collected. Okay? How I quit. What? What's up? Why are you being mean? Raven, quit being mean, okay? She's just meowing because I'm talking. She thinks I'm talking to her, and I'm not. Okay. Anyways, how I quit. I found a purpose. I found a reason. My purpose, my reason was that there was more for me out there. My purpose in life is to help people, and I always knew that. And even though I found a good old excuse as to how I was helping people while doing what I was doing, it still never sat well with me, and it still never was good enough. Even though I wasn't necessarily causing harm to society, I wasn't helping society progress in any way, and maybe I was helping society stay stuck in its ways. But now I'm realizing that it was necessary for me to go through that, because now I'm bringing in a whole industry in my journey that will be able to see fully and witness. So not just me transmute my energy, but naturally they will be influenced and be able to transmute theirs in ways that they didn't think they were able to. But now they will know they are able to, because they visibly have seen somebody do it. They visibly have seen how hard it was for somebody to do it. You saw how hard it was for me. I was bouncing back and forth. I wasn't sure. I wasn't dedicated. I didn't have a good reason, and the money was good, and that was good enough for me to keep doing what I was doing. Mind you, it was hurting me the whole time. Mind you, I didn't like a second of it. Mind you, the only thing that I liked about it was the money. I didn't like anything about it. Not the attention, not nothing, okay? So it's very important that you find your reason why, and you commit and you stick to that. And if you got to make bullet points underneath that as to why that reason why is good enough, then do that. Because that's what I did, and I had to do it, because that's what helped me stick to it. 2, you have to fill that void with something else, because you've now taken something away. If you don't fill that void with something else, you will find yourself wondering what to do with your life, wondering if it was worth it, wondering if the best choice is to go back and to do it anyway. Because if you're gonna sit here and dwell about life and not know what you're doing, why you're doing it, where it's going, then yeah, you might as well just go back to doing what you're doing, because there's no real purpose or reason as to why you're doing or why you stop, why you're doing what you're doing or why you stopped. So yes, you need to fill that void with something healthy, with something that you can healthily be obsessed with for a minute, and get your groove back in a healthy way. okay? I personally, I started doing affirmations. I started journaling. I started just doing little activities that used to make me happy. I started, you know, tapping into the child in me, the kid in me. I started, watching cartoons again, because as an adult now, I always felt like, you gotta watch adult movies. But I've always loved cartoons. I've always loved children's movies. Even when I first moved out into my first place, I was still watching, children's movies. And it was only as I got older and when I met certain people, I felt like I have to be a certain way. And that is not true. You don't have to be a certain way. So it's very important that, that leads me to 3. It's very important that you find people that'll help you and tell you what you need to hear. Not necessarily what you want to hear, but what you need to hear. Sometimes what you want to hear is okay. It's okay to hear what you want to hear. And sometimes what you need to hear is what you want to hear. But it takes the right person to deliver that message. It takes a good person with good intentions, with a good heart, to be able to deliver that message. So it's important for you to find good people, to find people in your corner willing to give this message to you. Because you may not think it's a message you want to hear because the way it's being delivered to yourself in your head. But if a good, wholehearted person, lighthearted person comes in and tells you exactly what you need to hear, it'll be exactly what you want. I promise you that. Because it'll free you and release you from the chains and shackles of where you are now. And I'm sure you want to get out of there. So I know that watching this video doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be stuck in the same realms that I'm in. And I'm not necessarily saying I'm stuck, but I have been. And I still have ways and habits that, I feel like I need to grow out of. And, not feel like it has such a hold on me, So watching this video would help you in more ways than what the title says. So if you got an open mind and heart, you're able to take in this information and realize you're able to use this in other aspects of your life. So 1, find your purpose, find your reason why. 2, fill that void with something else. And 3, have support, good people around you that you know will help you through this. Those are 3 things. 3 things that you need for sure and will help you out of any path. You know what? I totally lied. I forgot something. How could I forget something? But as I was about to exit this video, God made sure to show up, okay? God made sure to pass through my head before I closed out this video, because God knew, and I knew, my spirit knew, even if my body didn't know, didn't know in the moment and wasn't processing in the moment, my spirit knew and delivered the message. God is number 1. God is number 1. Make sure you have a relationship with God as well. I know I say your support system is important, but your relationship with God is the most important. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it was worth watching. I hope you were able to take in something. I know I was. You see my toes? I did my toes. I messed up one of them. But whatever. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, night, evening, morning.